Hi, this is Tammy with Life Eclectic. I know it has been a minute since I have posted a video, but today is a very special day and I wanted to make sure that I would at least put something out on my birthday. Yes, today is my birthday. It's been 56 years of being here on this earth and I'm grateful for every day that I get. And I just wanted to share some thoughts about really this season of my life because it's changing. It's changing in many ways. It's menopause time, perimenopause for me, and it's daughter off to college. It's having my mom gone almost 2 years, me rediscovering and wanting to just be more intentional with life and be more bold and courageous in some of the steps that I take, coming out of comfort zones and getting away from just staying in complacency with things. That is something that is definitely my goal as I move forward. And it's off to a good start so far. I've definitely been really good about trying to do what I say. So if I'm having a conversation with a friend and we're talking about, let's get together, let's have lunch, let's get together for dinner, let's get on the calendar. Let's try and make that happen, just to be more intentional, because we talk about so many things, but the execution part seems to be an issue a lot of times. And I just want to be execute. It's interesting. I want to start executing. It's interesting because my word for the year in 2022 was execute. So yeah, I'm going to have to really bring that back into this space. But my word for this year is align and time. Those two things seem to really bear witness with me when it talks about alignment. So I'm looking just to be aligned more in what God has called me to do. And then anything else that I set out to do, just to make sure that there's an alignment for it. So, but normally on my birthday, I journal. I write down what it is, what I'm thinking. And it's interesting to look back on some of my journals and see, oh, it's now I'm 25 or I'm about to be 30. So it's interesting to look back on those days. And now I look back and I'm like, wow, here I am, 56 years of age. Not ready to give up, but ready to show up in a more greater way and to allow this next season of my life to truly be one that counts, that matters, where I'm just not, timid or afraid to do certain things like video making. So I wanted to just kind of read over my notes that I have. What I did actually though today is I started out in prayer with God, just giving thanks because I really am grateful for this day. I am really grateful because this truly is the day that the Lord has made. This is the day that He chose. This is the day that I actually arrived in this world. And it was at 8:32 Eastern Standard Time. And I went into our safe place and got our where we keep our documents, and I got my birth certificate because I wanted to verify the time I was born, because I told my daughter that it was 7:41, but it was actually 8:32. And I just got emotional looking at my birth certificate because in my mind, I just went back to that moment because, I had my mom at 20, my dad at 19, a girl born, and it had my name, and it had February 4th, 1970, and then it had the time. And just to think about that moment and all of the times in between and then growing up, I think in my journal I wrote, I checked my birth certificate to verify my time of birth. Seeing the time of 8:32 and my parents' name on the certificate stirred emotions. I cried as my mind took me to the day when they were both alive and well, and me, a baby. Imagine that. Clueless to the days that lie ahead. So in that moment of being born, I was clueless to the days that were ahead. So much when you think about life and Babies, they don't recall you spoon feeding them. They don't recall being fed with the bottle. A lot of those memories they don't have that we as parents would have with them. But, knowing that at some point in time I was a baby, I know this, I don't know. Anywho, so yeah, it was just kind of emotional just to think and just growing up. And it was so many good memories growing up. I was in the store yesterday and they were playing some really oldie but goodie songs that just really stir up the good times in life. And I appreciate that. And so it just made me really, really grateful for time, really grateful for memories. And that's why I try to capture as many as I can. I have a lot of pictures that I take. I'm that family member that people say, oh no, here we go again with the pictures. But you know what? 20 and 30 years later, when everyone's a little bit more aged, they appreciate those pictures. They definitely appreciate those pictures. And I appreciate those pictures because I can tell you they bring a smile to my face. The fact that I took a picture of the last Thanksgiving I had with my mom, the last Christmas that I had with my mom, I'm so grateful that I did that I was like, let me capture this, because in my mind, I thought, I don't know if this could be the last one. And it was. And so I'm grateful for that, to have had those memories. So make sure to capture memories. Capture each day. Live each day as a birthday. And that brings me to that point, because that's what I want to do. I want to live each day like it's a birthday. When it's our birthday, we celebrate. We do extra special things. People treat us nice. It would be nice if we treated people like it was their birthday every day and just showed up being grateful, in love, and forgive, which is not always easy. That I know for sure. But it's definitely a journey that we all have to work our way through and to. So, what do I say after that? Actually, for my birthday, because I know people have been asking me, I've been getting messages today, what are you doing for your birthday? So I am excited to be going to the new edition Toni Braxton and Boyz II Men concert this week. So that's my birthday fun trip, or fun activity, if you will. Another thing that really blessed me, of course, was receiving flowers from my daughter. Anytime she thinks of her mother, it really just causes a tear to form, because it's kind. When your kids think about you, it's nice. And then especially what she wrote in the card. It said, I pray that you grow in every season of life. I pray that you grow in every season of life, which is so important, because it's so in alignment with where I'm at, just growing and watching things grow. So receiving flowers from her definitely made the birthday even more special. So thank you, Destiny, for that. And of course, there's opportunities, have dinner, lunch with friends. More importantly, I wanted to have this moment with you all on Life Eclectic, because that's what life is. It's eclectic. We have birthdays, we have vacations. There's just so much to life. It really is fluid, and it has so many turns and twists and ups and downs. And sometimes we just get on here and just talk about that. So hopefully I'll be able to have some more things to come on here and share with you, which I do plan to do, because there is something else that I want to bring here. But I do have another YouTube channel. It's called @PrayHers, PRAYHERS, which is part of a nonprofit that I have that unite women, ignite passions, and birth dreams. So sometimes I'm kind of torn between where to place content, but I believe I know now the direction and what to do. Just follow God and how he leads and what to do. And there you have it. That's it. So until next time, I am praying yours, and I hope you're praying mine. I say that on my Pray Hers challenge. I mean, my Pray Hers channel, but I'll say that to you in this moment. So thank you for sharing this birthday moment with me. I hope to see you again soon. And make sure that you're intentional about a life. Take those steps. Don't be scared. Just do it, even in the midst of all of the timidity and all of the just anxiety about certain things that you want to do. You got to step out to find out. So I encourage you to step out. All right, this is Tammy with Life Eclectic. I'll see you later.